All right. Yo, what the fuck is going on, bro? You tuned in for another episode of Pay the Fee with your boy, Marquise Phoenix. It's been a minute. You know what I mean? I don't want to say I took a break. I got lazy. I started slacking. Okay? I admit it. I failed. I relaxed. I let up off the gas. We're fucking now. March is about to start. So the year is 1/6 of the way over. Do what we did 5 more times. The year is over. I have to tell myself that. I have to tell myself these types of things because I don't want to end up in the same fucking spot that I was last year. Right? And you will end up in the same fucking spot last year, next year, and the year after that, and the year after that, until they decide to enslave us all, AI, fucking robot, police, fucking shit, and we're stuck eating the bugs in these fucking smart cities with our fucking VR Pornhub fucking pods. You know what I'm saying? It's only a matter of time, right? The world's not getting any better. Okay? I don't see it. I don't see it. The world's not getting any better. I'm a bartender currently, right? And literally I was thinking to myself, AI is not going to take this. AI is going to take my job. AI is going to take my job. AI is going to take every single job fucking known to man, right? So the only thing that I personally have to count on is being an individual, finding out what the fuck I have to offer people, because I don't know yet. I'll tell you day in and day out, I don't know what the fuck I have to offer anybody, right? Don't nobody, you know what I'm saying? Don't nobody fucking benefit from me being alive. You know what I mean? Maybe my son, but he'd probably be better off without me too. You know what I'm saying? Not to be a Debbie Downer, but let's just be real. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying my best to figure out what I have to offer people. And lately, I've been down in the dumps. Lately, I've been kind of like questioning my worth and my self-esteem and everything that I got going on. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to be someone else's slave for the rest of my life. I don't want to work for another company and another fucking person and this and that and all this shit for the rest of my life. So I'm literally just thinking out loud, right? You know what I mean? I don't want to do that for the rest of my life. So what am I good at, right? I want to make music. I've been doing music my whole life. And part of me is like, well, it's been 15 years, nigga, and it hasn't happened yet. So quit it, right? But then on the other side, it's like, keep persevering and there's a more positive line of consciousness in that, right? But then the other side, it's not necessarily what my passion is, what I want to do, but what makes sense to me is essentially online personal training, right? Now, why this makes sense to me is because, for one, I'm in shape. I've always been in shape, right? I've been working out and hitting the gym and been athletic since I was 17, right? And I know how to get in shape. I know how to get somebody in shape, like, for sure. Like, the one time that I did try to personal train online and I did have a couple clients, they lost a decent amount of weight. Now, granted, they didn't stick to it because I didn't stick to it because I stopped, right? But then again, like I was saying, this isn't necessarily really my passion, but it makes sense. And I see these guys on the internet and on Instagram, and what they're doing just makes sense to me. It makes sense, right? It just makes sense. But that's not where my heart's at. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know about anybody else, but I know that we all fall off the horse sometimes, right? We all fall off the horse, right? I've tried many things and I've fallen off the horse and I've gotten back up and started riding again, and sometimes I didn't. You know what I'm saying? But one thing I do know is that I am trying and not as dedicated as I should be, but I need to go harder. And I know that, right? I need to go harder. This is why I'm doing it. I didn't even worry about setting up. I didn't worry about the camera angles, nothing. I just put the camera on, didn't think about it. I just started going, right? And now I'm here, okay? But one thing I do know is I'm going to build this brand for myself that is Marquise Phoenix. That is whatever name here of my music, my fitness, my family content. I don't even mean to, but my girl makes family content and shit. And I'm part of the family, I guess. So you know what I mean? But like from the clothes to the gym and the personal training and the music, those are kind of like the two niches that I'm in, right? And I guess I need to fucking pick one, right? If I had to pick one, it would be music, but like just the way life is life, and it don't make as much sense as personal training does online. Either way, I'm gonna make something shake, right? And this is a problem that I see in the world and throughout my colleagues and my peers and even with myself, that there is no desire to even build something for themselves, right? I am surrounded by people who are just completely okay with being fucking mediocre, with being the bottom of the fucking bottom, and are just absolutely satisfied. And that shit irks my fucking soul. No offense to anybody. If you know me in person and the shoe fits, I'm fucking sorry, not sorry, right? But that shit fucking makes me want to push my fingers into my eyes. Bro, like, I don't want to be a mediocre, random, normal nigga, bro. I've never wanted to be a normal dude. I've never been a normal guy, right? So I always had this thought and this way of thinking in the back of my mind that I am meant for something more, that I am destined for greatness, that I am designed to curate and create a life that will benefit and impact generations of people beyond my death. I will be in the grave and be making a difference in the world, right? I am destined for that. I've always thought that, right? Now, my actions may have not aligned with that for a long period of time, and for that, myself, Marquise, don't mind the flaming hot Cheeto fingers, right? To myself, I am sorry, okay? But I'm not here to make excuses, right? And I've never been one to make excuses. Maybe I was at one point when I was younger, right? But since I started to get old enough to realize right from wrong and good from bad, yin and yang, up and down, I never really made excuses, right? It just is and isn't. Either I failed and there's a reason why I failed, or I succeeded and there's a reason why I succeeded, right? And if I were to tell you about my life through the ins and outs, I would personally tell you that I failed more than I succeeded, right? I have definitely done a lot worse than I have done better, right? And I think that's part of the game. In fact, I know that's part of the game because I'm not surrounded by fitness influencers and multimillionaires and this and that. I'm surrounded by regular people, right? And in the midst of these regular people, I was and am also a regular person, right? And in my youth, I have completely spent and wasted the prime years of my life in drugs, sex, rock and roll, and fucking rap music. You know what I mean? Like, partying, doing drugs, going to jail, fucking all this shit, but this and that. But I could go. I've talked about this too many times, right? But the moral of that part is that I've got to the other side of it. I know a lot of people back home who didn't make it out, who are now dead, who are literally dead. They are dead and gone and will never be breathing again in this earth, right? They didn't have that chance. They didn't have that chance to make it out through the other side, right? So now that I have this chance, now that I have that chance and this chance right here, this one right now that I'm talking to you on, this breath, this one, I am destined to make something of myself, to develop a brand, to develop a business, to develop a mindset, to develop a way of life that can influence and inspire many people throughout the stratosphere for millennia, right? And it sounds corny, it sounds dumb, it sounds gay, it sounds retarded, but I don't care, right? I've always thought this of myself, and it pisses me off. Like I didn't have enough conviction with that, right? It actually pisses me off when I'm just completely surrounded by people who are just not only do they do it, right, but they're okay doing it. Whether it be completely doom scrolling into oblivion or just completely fucking watching porn and jerking your dick into fucking you wither away into bone marrow, or just completely doing nothing but like, oh, where the bitches at, bro? And you don't even get no bitches, no way, nigga. Like, that's an ultimate telltale sign of a nigga who don't get no bitches, when they're constantly wondering where the bitches at, right? Because a real nigga who gets bitches don't worry about where the bitch is at, because he's going to be around them regardless, right? We know this. Anyway, or like just dumb shit, just dumb shit, like have no desire to do anything good in the world. Like, not even like, oh, help, I'm not saying go and volunteer and help the homeless and fucking work in a soup kitchen and shit like that. That's not what I'm saying. But like, have no desire to put anything good out there in the world. Like, no, nothing, right? And that bothers me. And one thing I do know is negativity is stronger than positivity. As much as I hate to say that, negativity is stronger than positivity. When you're trying to do something and you're on the come up and you're doing whatever you're doing, whatever you're aspiring to do, and you're just starting out and you're figuring it out and you don't know exactly what you're doing yet, and say you want to help a friend and inspire them to do the same thing. For example, say you're trying to get in shape, right? You're fat as fuck. You want to get in shape. You start hitting the gym. You have a best friend. Y'all are locked in. Y'all are tight. He's also fat as fuck. Probably not even as fat as you, right? But he sees you going to the gym. He is going to talk you out of going to the gym quicker than you will talk him into going to the gym. That's it. He's going to talk you out of that quicker than you're going to talk him into it. They're going to be a negative influence quicker than you're going to be a positive influence. When's the last time you heard anybody doing anything of any bit of retardedness, right? And then somebody was like, hey, let's not do that. And like, nigga, shut up. Like, you're gay. You know what I'm saying? Like, negativity outweighs positivity every time. So you really have to be vigilant with who you're around. You really have to limit yourself with who you're around. And if you don't have a choice, which you always have a choice, right? But say like the pros don't outweigh the cons of like cutting that person off, right? Because I know people in my life that are like this. I have people in my life right now that are like this, that the pros of cutting them off do not outweigh the cons. Like, it would negatively impact my life if I were to cut these people off, right? So I don't. And I care about them. You know, let's be realistic, right? I'm not gonna be an internet influence like, you have to cut everybody off and lock in for 7 years by yourself before you can ever take your shirt off. Like, you have to, like, no. Like, let's be realistic, right? You have people in your life that you care about and that you love and that you want to see do good, and you want yourself to do good, right? But they're not as committed to the grind as you. They're not as committed to whatever it is, whatever that mission is. They're not as committed as you, right? So you think in your head, like, maybe I should cut them off. Maybe I should go my separate ways, right? Maybe I should not fuck with them as much, because you are the sum of the 5 people you hang around, right? And if the 5 people you hang around, if one of them's just a fucking Debbie Downer and just fucking negative as shit all the time, one of them's a fucking chronic gooner, fucking Pornhub addict, another one of them's a fucking alcoholic, another one of them's gay, like literally just fucking getting fucked in the ass, right? Like, fucking another one of, like, you could do whatever, you know what I'm saying? You're the sum of the 5 people you hang around. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you have to cut them off, right? But obviously you care about these individuals and you don't want anything bad to happen to them, right? So you distance yourself. You don't have to cut them off completely, but you have to distance yourself from these people 1,000,000%, right? I'm not going to give examples because I'm not going to throw nobody under the bus, but like, I know what that's like. You know what I mean? And I'm at a point in life to where, like, I want to be great, bro. I want to be great. And I've been literally, like, there'll be times to where I'll even be with my girl, bro, and like, love her. Love her, but I'll be sitting there, watch, and mind you, this isn't just a girlfriend. Like, we have a child together. Like, I'm building a family with this woman, right? And like, I'm looking and I'm being a good dad, and I'm being a dad, right? And I'm being a partner, boyfriend, husband, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Like, I'm locked in with shorty, right? And there'll be times to where I'm just like thinking, like, dude, like, I'm wasting my life. Like, this is no disrespect to them. Like, I love them dearly, and like, this is my baby moms and my son. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would never, ever, ever, ever wish anything ever upon them. But there's times to where even that I'm with them, and I'm like thinking to myself, like, bro, I'm a waste. I'm wasting my life. I'm failing right now because I'm not doing anything productive, right? Like, and I don't even know where I'm going with this, but like, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I can't distance myself from my son. I'm not going to distance myself from my son. Like, I don't give a fuck about nothing. I don't give a fuck about what anybody on the internet will ever have to say about nothing. Like, I will spend as much time with my son as I can because I know what it's like to not have a father. You feel me? And, but on the back end, in my mind, I'm like, oh, dude, we're going to the zoo today? Like, why are you not making money? Like, I get it. You know what I mean? Like, I promise you, I get it. But on the flip side, like, that women and children get a pass. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not, like, that's my woman and my children. So it's like, whatever. But like, when I'm out here dealing with other grown-ass men, bro, and grown-ass adults and grown-ass women, whether it be the motherfuckers I work with, whether it be the motherfuckers I fucking make music with, whether it be the motherfuckers I see on the street, whether it be, like, I just see some shit and I'm like, bro, like, you can't be serious, right? Like, and it just mind boggles me because, like, I don't think anybody really understands the severity of the situation like we do. We're in the end times. Like we're in the end times. I'm not gonna get biblical and religious and political and blah 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 and all that shit, but we are inching closer and closer to like a dystopian type of world, right? Like all the shit you see in the movies where there's like a big overlord of like on the screen and they're talking about like Hunger Games-esque type shit, right? And you have to go and like get your rations for your fucking family, right? But your social credit score isn't high enough, so you don't get your rations for the day. And you have to like, you said faggot one time, so you have to be like, you know what I'm saying? Like you're not accepted by society anymore. You know what I mean? And like, there's like fucking AI RoboCops like fucking walking down the street scanning with their AI technology to see if your social credit score is high enough to be alive. You know what I'm saying? Like we're actually headed there for shit like that. Like it's actually going to happen. Like I genuinely believe it's going to happen. And there's only so much time left, right? So I'm not saying that like I am trying to get super rich, but like I'm trying to get rich enough that I can definitely like create my own underground bunker. You know what I mean? Like get a bunch of guns, get a bunker, you know what I mean? Hopefully get a bunch of bitches, impregnate them all, fucking, you know what I mean? Hide out in the bunker, hella food, hella water, hella guns, hella homies, and we're all just fucking hitting pads, training and shooting guns in hopes of the apocalypse, right? Like, because it's coming soon. You know what I mean? I don't mean to get all doomsday-ish, you know what I mean? But like, moral of the story, sitting around to go, moral of the story, to bring it back, right? Sitting around and being okay with absolute mediocrity and absolute retardation does not fly with me no more. It fucking pisses me off, dude. It makes me mad. Like when and again, I'm not saying I'm better than anybody. I'm not saying I'm better than anybody. If you go look at my channel and my feeds and my shit, right? I make these covers, right? Like, nigga, you can't sing. I get it. Okay? You know what I mean? Like, I make my little music that no one gives a fuck about. I sing my little songs that no one gives a fuck about. I make my little gym videos that absolutely no one gives a fuck about. Right? So, what I'm doing is also retarded, right? But there's, like, an intent with what I'm doing. Like, there's an intent to bring some enjoyment. There's an intent to make somebody laugh. There's an intent to inspire somebody. Right? Some motherfuckers just smoke weed and jerk off and that's all they do, right? And I'm no better. I was once that, right? I was once that, and it was not long ago. Like literally, I just got done cranking my shit before I fucking hopped on this video. I'm joking, right? But like, I don't know, man. I'm just like, I'm not gonna hold you. I've been in a funk lately. I've definitely been in a funk, and I just needed to make a video, and I just wanted to talk about kind of where my head's been at lately, and like what I plan on doing to get out of it. Like, all I've ever wanted to do was make music, and I feel like every day that goes by and I get super busy with, my family and my job and my other responsibilities, and the shit that I absolutely need to take care of. Like, I feel like I'm just wasting my life. And, content creation's a part of it, and I want to make content. I want to make shit that can help people. I want to make people laugh. I'm not necessarily saying I'm not trying to be a inspirational fucking influencer and fucking religious or no shit like that, you know what I'm saying? But I've definitely been through enough to help people. You know what I mean? Like, I've definitely been through enough shit to help people not be fucking cucklords. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing too. Like, I've been beating myself up lately because I catch myself. Not I catch myself because I'm a family man now, right? I spend time with my girl. I spend time with my son, and there'll be times where I'm supposed to, like, I say something, or I want to say something, and I hold my tongue and I bite back, and I don't, or I bite my tongue and I hold back, and I don't say the first thing that's on my mind, and I feel like a fucking cucklord, bro. I say it to my girl all the time, like fucking, I feel like being a family man and being the protector, provider, and doing all that, bro, it's fucking cuck language, bro. It's cuck language. My girl's gonna get mad at me for saying this shit, Eddie. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that alone, cuck. You know what I mean? Like, I don't, and I'm trying to get over this mindset, this thinking, because I wish my father would have been the cuck that I think that I am, right? I wish somebody would have, I wish my dad would have been there and, took care of me and took care of my mom and, been a good man, you know what I'm saying? And it's just, I don't know, it's just something about it. It's just something about, like, when I see, like, people, like, when I see dudes, it don't matter how big you are, how strong you are, how fucking, like, manly you are or whatever, but when I see motherfuckers, like, super obsessed and publicly, like, parading their own family, I'm like, cuck. Like, you're a cuck, dude. Like, why? I don't know. It's something internal that I need to figure out, you know what I mean? And I'm just speaking out loud, you know what I'm saying? I'm just thinking out loud. I'm not condemning anybody. I'm not, you know what I mean? I don't feel any kind of way, but that's what I think sometimes. That's what I think. And that's how I feel. And I don't know why. And I'm not saying, and let me retract that. Not retract it, but let me refine that, right? Because you're not. Like, for all the men out there who have families and you're protecting and providing for your family and your women and your children, like, we're doing a good thing for society, right? Like, we're doing what we're supposed to do. You know what I mean? But, like, there's something about it that makes me feel like a fucking slave cuck overlord. Like, a fucking master cuckold. And I don't know why. Like, I don't know why. Like, I go to work and I bartend / serve, and sometimes I sell some things, sometimes I have my other job where I haven't been working there lately, but that's besides the point. But long story short, I work enough to pay for my house, for my girl and my son to live in. My girl doesn't work. I don't want her to work, right? Get in the kitchen, bitch. No, I'm joking, right? But, like, she stays home. She's a stay-at-home mom. And my son, he's 18 months, and he has a great life. I'm so proud of that, right? My son has a good life. When I was 18 months, I did not have as good of a life as my son has now. Like, and that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy to think about, because I look at my son and I couldn't imagine, like, ever trying to, like, hurt him. You know what I mean? Or, like, put him in a situation to where somebody else could hurt him. Like I don't see it. It doesn't compute. It doesn't even register in my brain, right? But then I think about it, and that has happened to me. That's like the one facet that I can like cling to. It's like, nah, you're doing good. You're doing a good thing. You're doing a good thing, right? But when anything else happens, anything else, and I go to work or I fucking have to do something that's not what I want to do, right? That is family oriented. I'm like, oh, you're a cock. Like that's what goes on in my head. Just cock. Like, not cook, not let him cook. No, like he's a cock. Like. And dude, I'm really trying to like navigate through this in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have nobody to talk to about this type of shit. So I might as well just like talk to the camera and put it on the internet. But like, not for real. You know what else is super cuck energy? Being broke. And I've been broke all my life, right? Like, that's another thing I'm trying to figure out. And I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't know what to do, right? Because there's so many, like, there's not even so many. It's either like the fitness shit or the music. It's either the fitness or the music, right? And I got this drum kit. This is pretty cool, right? Check that out. Bow. I've wanted a drum kit my entire life, bro. And I finally got one. So that's dope, right? But like, I could have used the money for better shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely could have used the money to invest in some mentorship or invest in something or I could have invested that, right? Obviously, that was the first fucking, like, you know what I mean? But it's like, maybe I made the wrong decision, right? But it's not like I haven't spent $2,000 before, and it's not like I'm not going to make $2,000 again, right? Because that's how much the drum kit was. It was 2 bands. My tax refund wasn't shit, you know what I'm saying? And that's what it was. That's where I'm at. But moral of the story, like, that's where my mind's at now, is to like, I need to figure out how to get another decent sum of money so I can actually invest in some mentorship or invest in something that's not entertainment purposes, right? Because it's just, I don't know, man. I'm obviously going on a rant. There is absolutely no format to what I'm saying right now, if you haven't noticed, right? But moral of the story, this is me getting back on the horse. None of this shit's going to be pretty, right? None of this shit's going to even make any sense. I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing, okay? And that's okay, right? Because at least I'm doing something, right? Like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what the next step is. All I do know is I don't want to be fucking waiting tables when I'm fucking 40, right? So, and Agenda 2030 is 4 years away, right? Like, the doom, the fucking doomer in me is like, I be fucking doom maxing, right? So I gotta fucking mog as much as I can before, you know what I mean? Like, before the AI foids take over the world. Like, I have no idea what that shit means. You know what I'm saying? But like, I'm not Andrew Tate. I'm not fucking Clavicular. I'm not Sneeko. I'm not none of these fucking, I'm not Kai Cenat, Aiden Ross, whatever, right? I'm not none of these guys. You know what I mean? I'm Marquise. And I've been scared and living in fear my whole life. And I'm trying to get over it, right? This is part of it. This is one step in the moving the needle of not living in fear, right? Because this is what I want to do. I want to make content. I want to make music, right? And I don't necessarily want to be a personal trainer, but I want to develop an online business because that's a necessity now. It's 2026, and if you don't understand that having an online presence, an online brand, and an online business is the way of the world now, then you're fucking up, not me. I know that, right? Now, granted, I'm still fucking up too because I'm not doing it. Like I'm aware enough to know that, right? But I know that that's what you need to do, and that's what I need to do. Like, that's just it. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I mean, I'm not, I don't know. I think this is it, bro. I think this is me because, well, I'm not even deciding it because I've decided. I've tried this shit before, right? I tried to get the fucking, the NASM, and I tried the fucking, like the personal train. Granted, I didn't stick to it long enough, and maybe that's my problem. Maybe that's a lot of people's fucking problems, is they're not consistent enough. And when you fall off the horse, you don't get back up. When in life, I've had the shit beat out of me and I stood right back up. I'll never forget. I've had the shit beat out of me a few times and I stood right back up and I got right back up. I got knocked down 9 times, stood up 10 or whatever the numbers are. You know what I'm saying? But like, that's something that I haven't been doing when it comes to my career and my passions, because I don't want a job anymore. I want a career. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to be surrounded by people who are just okay with having a job. I want to be surrounded by people who are building careers for themselves. I don't want to be surrounded by people who are okay with just getting by. I want to be surrounded by people who are thriving, you know what I'm saying? Who are making by, like who are not just getting by, they're making it. They're making the way. They're paving the way. You know what I'm saying? And I be beating myself up because I be thinking about this shit way too much. I be overthinking it. When in reality, I don't need to reinvent the wheel. I don't need to do none of that. I just need to keep my consistencies, right? To keep doing what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Like, keep hitting the gym. And that's another thing too. Like, I look good, right? I have a little bit of muscle. I could take off my shirt and do the whole shit, right? But like, I'm in shape, right? I'm in shape. But I'm not where I want to be, right? And a big thing about that is I don't track my macros. I eat whatever the fuck I want. And that's cool, right? But that's not I'm realizing this in real time. That's not what I want, right? I want to be bigger, right? I'm at like 160 right now. If I could do like 180 maybe, right? And I don't agree with all the fucking under 200 pounds is victim weight. You're a fucking victim. Nigga, I'm 5'6", right? I'm 5'7" on a good day. I don't believe it would look good on me if I was 210 pounds. Like, I don't want to be that big. Like, I don't. I'm sorry. Like, 180 I think would be cool, right? 180 sounds decent to me, right? And I've been here. Hold on. I've been slacking, bro. I don't track my macros. I haven't been as consistent in the gym as I'd like to. Like, I'll go, but then I'll stop for a couple of days, and then I'll go again, and I'll do, you know, my my split, and then I'll stop for a couple days. It's just like, it's not as consistent as I should be. It's not as consistent as I'm trying to make it seem like I am on the internet. But guess what? I'm being honest, right? I don't know. I still look good as a bitch though. I swear to God, you could put me next to fucking 95% of the niggas who's ever gonna watch this video. I bet you I look better than you. You know what I'm saying? But that's besides the point. You know what I mean? I just, yeah, I don't know, bro. I want to be great. I want to be a great individual. And what does that mean? What does that mean? I don't know. To me, it's a little bit of everything. It's a little bit of everything. Like, I want to perform and operate at a high level. I want to be a good dad and take care of my family. I want to make a lot of money. I want to be as strong as I can. You know what I'm saying? I want all the shit, all of it, everything. Abundance in all realms is my idea of greatness, right? To whatever is a net positive that could happen in someone's life, to do that in abundance, right? In abundance. Doesn't matter what it is, right? Creating a business, having a kid, fucking making money, fucking helping people, fucking being a good friend, fucking all, you know what I mean? Doing shows and, you know, performing and music and all that shit, right? Everything that is a net positive that I could see, right? I want that in abundance, right? That's what I'm putting that out in the universe right now, right? And I'm not necessarily saying I want to be the biggest, baddest personal trainer on the planet, right? I don't, right? My thing is just me. I just want to be me, right? And sometimes it's easy to let the world trick you out of your position, and it's easy to let the world make you forget who you are, right? It's easy to do that. It's very easy to let the world decide who you are for you. And I have definitely let that happen many a times. And I'm not proud of it. I definitely have many, many nights and many days and many conversations with myself because I feel like I lost myself, where sometimes I don't know who I am anymore. And it saddens me, and I fight to find who I am. Because some days I feel barbaric. I feel like a warrior. Some days I feel untouchable, invincible, unstoppable. I feel like a fucking god in the flesh. And other days I feel like a worthless bitch, fucking asshole cuck. And the polarity and the bipolarity between the two is absolutely insane. Absolutely nuts. It's bonkers, right? Because nothing is consistent, right? There's a Beartooth song. I'm so messed up and inconsistent in my head. Like, for sure. I feel that, for sure. Like, I'm really just trying to be great, bro. And this is the start. So hopefully I can hold myself accountable. Hopefully I can make more videos like this. Hopefully I can get back to making content in the gym. That's another thing too. I haven't been making any gym content because I'm like, bro, you haven't earned the right to pull your phone out in the gym because you haven't been as consistent as you should. So don't fucking record yourself. Just go. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully I can make more gym content. Hopefully I can make more music. I haven't written a song in a while. I haven't written a song in a while. So I don't know, man. This is really just me venting, bro. I don't have no inspirational message right now. Like, I just hope someone can hear this and you're not alone, yo. You know what I mean? Like, all this shit's, anything I could say right now would be super corny and gay, but you're not alone. I know what it's like. You know what I mean? And there's a will, there's a way. All, shit like that. But like, whatever inspirational message I can find. But I don't know. Thanks for watching, I guess.